Hi there. I'm so excited to share our experience on a recent cruise to Alaska. This is Farah, the owner of Faraway Travel. Alaska has been on my bucket list for years, and I'm so glad I was able to visit this beautiful destination. I traveled with my mom, a cousin from England, and her friend. My mom had visited Alaska twice, but didn't mind going back since she never gets tired of the scenery. For the rest of us, it was our first time visiting Alaska. When searching for an Alaskan cruise, I was looking for itineraries that visited Glacier Bay. I narrowed it down to the Encore on Norwegian Cruise Line. They offered a great itinerary with a basic Wi-Fi package, shore excursion credit in each port, and one specialty dining included. This was my first time on NCL, so I was looking forward to seeing how they compared to the other cruise lines. Wow, I was absolutely blown away. The food was the best I've ever had on a cruise. For reference, I'm comparing this experience to Princess, Royal Caribbean, and Holland America. Don't get me wrong, the food on the other cruises was delicious, but the food on NCL was next level. Especially the dining rooms and specialty dining. We met other cruisers that said NCL was one of the best for their food. The chefs really know how to tantalize your taste buds. Next was their staff. Absolutely exceptional service. Whether it was the buffet, walking around the ship, the bars, or dining room, everyone was so professional, polite, and welcoming. I feel like the staff on Encore went above and beyond. I'll go into more detail about each port in a minute. Just wanted to mention another reason why Encore stood out. On Deck 15, they have a huge, and I mean huge, observation lounge. It's about a third of the ship or close to it. I have never seen a lounge of this size on other ships. Besides the food and scenery, this was my next favorite part of the cruise. Please watch towards the end of the video, as I included some great footage of the observation lounge. Now, let's talk about the ports. I have to say, this was the most relaxing cruise I've ever taken from the 10+ cruises I've been on. On previous cruises, we're always off the ship exploring each city. On this one, we only did one tour in Skagway. In the other ports, we walked around and did some shopping. To be honest, the weather wasn't the best. Lots of rain and temperatures in the low 40s Fahrenheit. But this did not dampen our spirits in any way. The scenery was so breathtaking, even with the rain. The first port we stopped in was Juneau, Alaska. We took a shuttle bus to the shopping area and spent a couple hours there. Top things to do in Juneau include whale watching, dog sledding, seeing the Mendenhall Glacier, hiking, and so much more. The second port was Skagway, Alaska. We had booked a bus tour that lasted about 1.5 hours. Our guide was very informative and stopped a few times along the way. The scenery was just beautiful. Very relaxing and low-key tour. Exactly what I wanted to do while in Skagway. If you're in Skagway, a popular way to see the sights is via train. The White Pass and Yukon Route Railroad offers sweeping mountain views during its climb toward Canada. And now this was the highlight of the trip for me, the absolutely stunning Glacier Bay. We arrived early in the morning, and the captain slowly rotated the ship a few times to allow all cruisers a chance to soak in the majestic beauty of the glacier. Some people braved the cold weather and went on the deck where the views were better. I was not that brave, so I decided to take in the sights from the observation lounge. The lounge was packed full of cruisers, as this was probably the best indoor spot to view the glacier. As I walked around the lounge, I could see pure awe and excitement on everyone's face. It was truly a wonderful experience. Our last stop in Alaska was Ketchikan. It was a short stay in this cruise port. We're not early risers, so by the time we arrived at the shuttle bus, it was too late to go into town. Luckily, they have a huge shopping area called The Mill at Ward Cove. All types of souvenirs and gifts can be purchased. Their prices are very reasonable, and they have a great variety of items. We spent about 2 hours here before it was time to head back to the ship. Popular sights to see in Ketchikan include Creek Street and the Totem Heritage Center. Last but not least was a stop in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. We arrived around 8 p.m. and had a few hours to explore the city. The temperature was about 10 degrees higher than Alaska. However, that night, the wind was very strong, so it felt colder than Alaska. We decided to take a taxi into town and walk around the Empress Hotel, which is well known for their high tea experience. We were lucky to get a great taxi driver on the way back to the ship. He took us on a mini tour of the city, which was very enjoyable. If your itinerary allows more time in Victoria, be sure to check out the beautiful Bouchard Gardens. As I mentioned earlier in the video, here is some footage I took in the observation lounge. I did my best to capture the size of the lounge and all the different viewpoints. They have large lounge chairs in front of most of the windows. For the majority of the day, those chairs are always taken. I can see why, as they provide a way to truly relax and soak in the beauty of Alaska.
But it's too late now, it's too late. Going really there, trying to make it. Something inside is dying out. I just can't make it. Oh no. It's too late, baby. It's too late. It's too late.
Overall, this was one of my favorite cruises ever taken. NCL really made a wonderful first impression with the food and service on the ship. If I had to share any cons, it would be the cabin. We had an inside cabin on deck 12, and it was very small. Compared to Princess and Royal Caribbean, it was quite surprising to see how small the cabin was. After a couple days, I got used to it. We're only in the cabin to sleep and shower, so it really wasn't a huge deal. But I may consider an ocean view or balcony on my next NCL cruise. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're thinking about visiting Alaska, I cannot recommend this location enough. Whether you want to have a relaxing vacation or experience exciting activities on shore, there's something for everyone. When you're ready to book, Faraway Travel would be more than happy to help plan your dream Alaskan adventure. Thanks for watching.